This is a brief introduction to the Moodle Graded Reader quiz module. The purpose of the Graded Reader module is to make short, easy quizzes available for, well, eventually all graded readers, so that instructors can have their students take them as a final activity after they have read a book in your extensive reading program. The quizzes are designed so that they don't really test the student's memory, but rather their overall understanding of the plot and the characters in the story. The quizzes are intended to be taken open book, but with a time limit of, well, we have it set for 15 minutes, which is sufficient to answer the questions, but is not so long that they could actually find the answers without having read the book. Teachers can change the time limit or the other parameters in the module to better suit their own needs if they wish. Each quiz is generated from a random question bank that contains 20 or more items for that quiz, and each student then sees only normally 10 of the items which are randomly generated. So this here is a list of the quizzes that we currently have available. There are more that we're working on, and still a lot more which we haven't started to. We have the Oxford Bookworms Stage 1, 2, and 3 relatively complete. Stage 4, 5, and 6, we just have a smattering of books. Then we have some of the Penguin readers for 2, 3, 4, and 5. None for 6. These are ones that we actually have in our own library, which is why we have those quizzes available. And for Cambridge, we have the starters, level 1 and level 2, virtually all of them. And for Macmillan readers, beginner, which is level 2, and elementary, level 3. And the Cengage ones, you can't see them here, but we have all of level 4 through 7 currently under development, and they'll be ready by September 2008. And Burlington, which is a publisher that is well known in Western Europe, is just starting to be developed, but we'll have quite a few of them. Then we have books which are generally read by native speaker youth, such as The Babysitter's Club, Judy Blume. Here's a whole variety of titles. Enid Blyton. Quick reads and fastback books are ones which were written for native-speaking reluctant readers. So they are very short and full of action and hold the students' interest. Then we just have a few of the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew series, but we'll have more of them as well. But actually, the students don't see this interface here. This is just for the teachers, for us to manage them, to add more quizzes and so forth. What they see is just a single line on your own course page, like this. And they click on this, and this is the interface that they see. They don't see this administrative area. That's just because I'm a teacher. For each book that they have taken a quiz for and passed, they get the book cover here. So they develop a stamp collection that they can show off to the other students and to you for every book that they've read. There's also a listing like this of all the books and the date that they've taken them and whether they passed them, how many points. Usually a book is worth 1 point unless it's much thicker or thinner than the other books at that same reading level. Every student is assigned a reading level by the teacher, and they can only read books at that level or at the level below it, or if you wish, also some at the level above it. And this means that they don't choose books which are much too easy for them in order just to get points, or much too difficult for them because they thought the title was interesting. Because if it's too difficult, they're going to spend too much time using their dictionary and not enough time reading. And then here is the interface for actually selecting a book to take a quiz on. So for example, let's choose Oxford and reading level 4, and let's choose Elephant Man. Take a quiz. And then there are 10 quizzes. They get only one at a time. I'm just clicking randomly. Most quizzes have a who said or who wrote this, and sometimes who said this to who. Here's some true and false questions. And finally, there is an ordering question like this, where the students have to put some events in chronological order that are taken from a pool of more items. And they just drag and drop them like this. This ordering type question is unique to the Reader module. We developed it especially for it. And then they finish. And then there's one question to evaluate the book, how much they liked it. Oh no, I failed. Then here is the administrative area, which only teachers see. And there are all these different items here. For example, summary report by student yields this, coming up soon. Let me just move this over a bit so my students' private information is not exposed. And here you can see information on each quiz. And if you click on any one of the headings, then it puts it in order by the item that you clicked on. And you can choose any of your classes here, and you can download the screen, well, not the screen, the whole content. You can see here there are 7 pages of results. You can download the whole thing as an Excel sheet, which you can then integrate with your other grades if you wish. Now, in order to use the module, this is what you have to put in your server. This is the Moodle folder here on your server, and inside the mod folder you put the Reader module, which you can download. And then in the question folder under type you put another folder called ordering, which you download at the same time. And that's basically all you have to do. Then you go to your Moodle front page, click on notifications, and it sets up all the tables that you need. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Here's my email address, and we hope that you will consider having your class participate in the Moodle Graded Reader Quiz module. Thank you.